Hey folks, welcome back to Project Motor Racing and our immersive career mode. I think that's what I called it. If you're paying attention, you'll see in the background the car looks a little bit different. That's because we've had some sponsorship offers. I will put up on the screen the emails we received. If I'm more organized next time, I'll put up all of the offers we received. I'm just going to show the ones that I've accepted. So we had an offer from Redline Lubricants. And they've offered us for the next two races £2,000 per race to help out with our costs. If we win, we get a £500 bonus, and for that we need to have a Redline logo on our car. It's on the car. I think it's on like the rear bumper or something. You can't see it with the current view that we have. And then Trackside Logistics have offered to cover the first £1,500 worth of damages per race weekend. So what we'll have to do is add back £1,500 worth of damage, and that was two events as well. So cool. I'm assuming we will probably end up doing more than that. So we've got Trackside logo on the kind of front wing of the car, and I think the Redline logo is sat over the rear wheel arch, or it might be on the rear bumper. I did the mods to the car a while ago and their life's been pretty insane. So we are headed off today to the Nürburgring GP circuit for another race weekend. This is another custom event that I've created for this kind of custom career mode that we're doing. It's another one that's fairly cheap to enter because it's another small event. And it's two races. So it's a short 6-lap race around the sprint circuit and then a longer 12-lap race around the GP circuit. The first race, the prize money is quite low. The second one, the prize money is also low because it's per race. So, because I forgot that when I was setting up the event, so the prize money is a bit lower this time. But, oh well. Let's set this up in a hurry because I was in a hurry this morning. Oh well, it's not all about the cash, is it? And we'll see how we get on because I've not played PMR in a while. We're in another spring race. But yeah, I haven't played the game in quite a while. We are on hards again because that's all we have the option of. You can't do anything with the aero. I've been watching a little bit of EJR racing, who streams PMR. You can take out a little bit of fuel to save on weight, and reducing the number of clutches possibly helps with rear wheels locking up. Reducing the clutch number. So we're going to try that. Don't know if it will help or not. And I'm going to do a couple of laps in practice just because I haven't played in a while. I haven't played since the update. So just to get our eye in a little bit and then we'll jump into qualifying. So it's an early morning, a bit overcast. Yet again, we are the first race out on track. And I need, because I'm still a noob, the racing line back on. You might have thought I'd suddenly jumped up in skill level. No. I'd turned it off for getting a picture for something. I am not suddenly massively better. It does look better without it on, doesn't it? But yeah, I need it. So I had pondered turning up the difficulty, but because I haven't played in a while, we'll keep it at 80% still and see how we get on. So if you are following the game, you will have seen, because you're following the game, that when they pushed the update out a week ago now, there were issues on console with FPS. And if you're in the PMR Discord, you will have seen a lot of people saying, well, how possibly could they release a game with an issue in it that was so obvious? Well, it seemed that if you were in the PMI Discord, not everyone had that game-breaking bug or issue. Some people were quite happy and quite annoyed that the game was being rolled back because they could play the new version just fine, and they quite liked the new version of the game. So yeah, I guess it's one of those things, isn't it, that when you test games, you test on a small sample size. Now, from what Rye, one of the developers, was saying, they test internally and externally. So I'm assuming when they test internally, they're predominantly testing on dev hardware. But it sounds like they also send out to a pool of external testers to test updates. So it's not just the devs playing the game. They do get external testing done of updates. And he said that none of the testers picked up the issue. So he also did say, and this is all stuff that was in the public PMI Discord, so I can say it, that they were going to be looking at their testing process to see how that got through testing. Because there were there were some vocal people saying, well, how the hell did they release an update that was this bad? What are they doing? Don't they testings? All the usual bollocks you hear about updates that get released that have issues. And yeah, no, they do test things. And I think most of the time when you hear people say stuff like that, they have no understanding of how software works. So, just my opinion anyway. And like a-holes, everyone has opinions. And unfortunately, you're here to listen to mine. So, but I think I'm happy with that. So we're going to jump back to the pits and jump on to qualifying. So yeah, I remained fastest driver through that session, which bodes well. We will pull a little bit more fuel out. And go with that. And then I need to remember to avoid the stress of last time to check our fuel usage and have a look at how much fuel we want to be carrying. But if we can throw in a decent lap early on, I might call it there. There's been a lot of talk actually not a lot, a little bit of talk in the PMR Discord and a little bit chatting to Eagles, who's been doing a fair bit of testing against the AI. That the AI has got a little bit slower post update. So, I mean, that's good for me because I only race against the AI, but it means maybe I do need to tweak up the difficulty a little bit, particularly with like this scenario that I'm playing where if I do well against the AI, I get rewarded. So, yeah. But we'll see how we get on. I want to keep having this at that stretch achievable level that I talk about in gaming, I don't want it to be super easy because then it's not rewarding, and it's not going to be enjoyable to watch. It's not going to be a challenging thing to do if I just keep winning. That's kind of pointless. We want to have it so that it is a little bit difficult. I want racing to be interesting. So if after this race things are really good, and I'm not counting my chickens before the eggs have hatched or anything like that, but if things are really dominant, we will look at upping the difficulty by a couple of points probably, and I'm going to just slowly increment it up. And as we do that, we'll maybe move into some of the pre-built events because they pay a lot more, and we'll have that as reflecting the fact that we're entering higher level events, so they pay more. And that'll allow us to look at progression from a car point of view, and also maybe look at progression from drives of other kinds of cars. So something that I wasn't aware of, and it's something that they took out in the previous update, which would have hampered me on this, but I would have managed to find a way of working around it, is that the career mode had a 22 season limit, and they call a season an event. So something like me doing a race weekend like this, with the way I'm doing things, they count as a season. So yeah, that would have made what I'm doing more difficult. But we would have worked around it. It wouldn't have been a massive problem for me. So they are a bit quicker in qualifying, it turns out. But I need to not have a track limit violation to actually have my lap stick. So round we go again. Fuel usage wise, we're looking pretty good. But yeah, not cutting that corner would have given us a decent lap. So let's see if we can stick in something good. And that'll be quite nice. So the new track limit system is meeting mixed reviews. Some people say it's absolutely awful and unplayable. Some people really like it. The people that I trust tend to like it. So I'm going to go with hopefully it's better. The changes sound better. I've not played it enough to know if they're better or not. But what they've done sounds better. Where basically as long as you've got... another track limit violation. Being too aggressive. As long as you've got not all four wheels over the limits, you're good. But yeah, they're quite a lot quicker in qualifying actually. So I guess we actually just need to get a lap on the board. So let's see what we can do. I might need to stop talking and start concentrating. Because currently we are in 16th place, which would suck. Because trying to battle all the way from the back of the grid would be a challenge. It would be a challenge. In 6 relatively short laps. Yeah, I don't fancy doing that. Don't fancy doing that at all. I do like this circuit though. That's why I've picked it. Figured it would be fun. I figured it's appropriate for the car that we're racing in. So let's see if we can at least get a time on the board rather than trying to be quicker and failing to post a time. There we go. Then we need to save a heck ton of time by the looks of it. Yeah, we are way, way, way off the pace. Can we get quicker, I guess is the question. Because what was quick in practice is not quick in qualifying. I need to be 2 seconds a lap quicker. Jeez. That's going to be tough to find. And that corner there, I am not taking well. I don't know where I am going to find 2 seconds a lap at all. What was I talking about making it more difficult? I can barely keep up with what I've got it set at the moment. So there's that. Where am I going to find 2 seconds a lap? Jeez. It's a second, I guess. Okay, we found some time. not enough. Not enough by far. Okay. Maybe if I can do that other hairpin better. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. Can I find time through this corner? Yeah. So, okay, so there's a lot of time to make in that corner if I can get another lap in. I don't know if we will or not. I do like that if we stack it, hopefully they don't give us an infraction. That's nice. Yeah, Ben, give me a break. We're a little bit stressed, buddy. Right, let's see if we can do a decent lap. Not the ideal start, going side by side down the straight. But yeah, no. Not the best start. Instantly lost a whole bunch of time. So I don't think this is going to be it. I don't think this is it. Oh, that's not it. I'll give up, but I don't think we're going to get off of last place on the grid. I was way overconfident coming out of practice. I'm going to spend more time doing this first quali session than the race is going to take. If it wasn't for the track limit violation, we'd be, and the awful first start, so we can go quicker. Okay. Not good. Not good. Need 1.2 litres of fuel per lap. So we only need 8 litres of fuel. Someone write that down. Yeah, me too. Me too, Ben. I don't want to change anything. Do that. You can see the car now. You can see you've got the two sponsor logos. So we've got Trackside Logistics and the red line logo there. That looks kind of cool, doesn't it? I think it does anyway. Not bad for however many minutes work it was for me to make that. But yeah, a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Yep, we do. We do. Let's see what we can do. I think we get. Oh, yes, they stalled it. I've not seen that before. Not seen that before. If we can try and keep the car in reasonably good nick. Okay, we gained a few places. A little bit of a tap, love tap there. Off we go. And off we go. Yeah. Lovely. Let's go. All right. Let's see what we can do. Hey, can we get... I don't know. Let's not even hope. Hey, let's not even hope. We run the race, see where we end up, I think is the answer here. See where we end up. What we can do. Can't do any more than that. You know. If you do want to see some really cool PMR content, I do recommend EJR Racing. He's an American streamer. Don't hold that against him. He's really good. I think he streams like twice a day. He seems to be churning out an insane amount of streams. But yeah, really cool content. Does a lot of testing of stuff in PMR. Seems a really chilled guy, really good stuff. Seems quite knowledgeable about sim racing and racing, real world stuff. So yeah, check his stuff out. It's really good. And he's actually somewhat positive about the game, but fair. I think he's not, not shilling for the game. He's realistic, aware that there are issues. Does a lot of comparisons between the different games. So he's played all of them, it would seem. So yeah, go check his stuff out. It's good. Hopefully we can make some more progress. This is a very short sprint race, so we don't have a lot of time to make progress through the field, but we can hopefully make some progress. We're going to get a little bit of cash. We're doing a lot of damage to the car, but I mean, hopefully the money from the two sponsors for repairs and for stuff will cover our costs. That'd be nice. So that we're at least slightly positive on things. Because we're making it look like weekend one was a bit of a fluke. Anyway. Let's keep pushing, keep doing what we can do. Maybe we'll get quicker as we go. Maybe we'll do better in race 2. Race 2 is on the GP layout, so it's a slightly longer lap and more laps. So we'll have a bit more time to get settled in, and even if qualifying is awful, work our way through the field maybe. Because we do seem to be closing up. We're 8 seconds behind the leaders, but not all about coming first. Not all about coming first. Well, it is, but I'm trying to make some excuses for us not doing that. having a reasonable performance is okay as well. Being a loser isn't the worst thing in the world. But I sound like a loser. And this is, realistically, this is the kind of difficulty that's interesting, because this is a fun race, you know? We're scrapping for places. Scrapping for places. It'd be nice if we were further down the pack, further up the pack. But yeah, it's been nicer if I was the quickest car on track during qualifying. And that lap wouldn't have even got me further up the grid in quali. So, you know, there's that. But we can keep working. Maybe we can get a couple more places. I don't remember at what point championship points stop. I shouldn't even be worrying about championship points. Just keep running the race. Just keep running the race. I know we're out of the money, because money is like 6th place, I think, best place. And the money's awful in this because I set it up to be awful. But hey, what happens when you very quickly set up a race weekend? Hopefully we can close up on this guy. We've got one more lap. Yep. Thanks, Ben. Good job. I can read that as well. Oh, we outbroke ourselves there. But we held the position. Yes, it was unsportsmanlike, probably. Do I care? Not really at all. It's AI. Not AI even. It's an algorithm. Could we maybe get one more place? Could I not crash? That would be better. Come on. I don't think we can do any better than 9th. That's not bad from 16th, you know? In such a short race. Such a short race. I'm going to take that. And across the line. Yeah. Oh well. We did not represent, did we? Well, we gained 7 places. So let me just grab a picture of that. Yeah. Not awesome, but oh well. I think we're going to have to leave it there, folks, because the next race is going to be quite a bit longer, and I don't have time to do that right now. So a short video, I'm afraid. It's been a manic week, and I'm trying to get caught up on my schedule for recording. So shouldn't be such a long break this time. Let's go back. Which damage did we do? Okay, so we're grand down on repairs already. Kind of sucks. We will be back pretty soon with race 2 from the Nürburgring race weekend. We got 2 championship points. Yay us. Hope you enjoyed that. did, click the like button. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. I will see you guys next time.